Hello and welcome to a question and answer session. Last week there was a video posted and I asked you guys to leave some comments, some questions in the comments, and I would pick a few and answer them via a video so that everyone could hear the answer. Some questions were questions I get frequently, others were unique. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The first question comes from a longtime subscriber, Austin Wolf. He says, I have one big question. Whatever happened to Mr. Myrtle? And other people commented with the same question. Those of you who have been with the channel for years, like Austin has, know that the channel was originally titled Mr. Myrtle. So I'll go ahead and give you the story behind why it was called Mr. Myrtle and why it's now called Myrtle Beach Things. So initially, I set out to make a YouTube channel that was about things that were being lost in my community, that community being Myrtle Beach. So I set out to film odd things on the side of the road, abandoned hotels, abandoned theme parks, abandoned homes, knowing that in the near future they would no longer exist. So I was trying to document my town, basically. So as the content was uploaded and I was beginning to upload things that weren't necessarily abandoned videos, I got into then and now's, history videos, a couple of personal vlogs here and there, nothing too extreme. But the general premise of the channel evolved into a channel about Myrtle Beach things, not about an individual named Mr. Myrtle. So with that in mind, I consciously made a focus toward what I was showing on screen, the content I was recording and talking about, rather than myself. I'm not one to be in the limelight. I would rather have the topic of discussion being the primary focus of the videos. So that's one of the reasons there was a transition from the channel being labeled as an individual to the channel being labeled as a topic, and that topic is Myrtle Beach Things. So there's your quick history lesson on why the Mr. Myrtle channel became the Myrtle Beach Things channel. The next question comes from Joe Bob, and it's, how long have you been living in Myrtle Beach? And the answer to that is a little more than 27 years as of the recording of this video. And to piggyback that question, Jules asked, did you grow up in Surfside Beach? And I've alluded to this in a few videos. I did. I actually grew up in Surfside Beach. Once I was old enough to be dangerous, I ended up moving around the area. Different places, Surfside, Myrtle, Socastee, all around, but generally speaking, still in the Myrtle Beach region. Staying on topic with the concept of being a local, Dave had a good question. I would exclaim this question as it's been typed out with multiple exclamations, but I'll save your ears the trouble. He says, you say you are a local, yet you don't sound like you are from South Carolina. That being said, how long, in your opinion, does it take to be a local? Very good question. And that's a lot of exclamation and question marks. Anyway, this is a multi-level answer. It's a gray area. This is not a black and white. This is not a binary answer in my opinion. Let me explain. I know people who were born in the city limits, have lived here for decades, and have zero interaction with their community, care zero about their community, and merely exist within the area. Now, with that in mind, I also know individuals who have only been here for maybe 5-10 years who are extremely passionate about the area. They participate in the community. They give back. They are dynamic and essential to the people in the area. So I ask you this, who's the local at that point? The one that was simply born in a specific location on this planet, or the one who is an active participant in the society that they reside in? So to summarize, in my personal opinion, this is just my perspective, the title of a local is not something you're simply born with and you're given a badge like a Cub Scout or a Girl Scout. It's something you have to earn. Anyone can slap a bumper sticker on the car that says, local, I'm a local, everyone go home. But it takes a special person to go out into the community and do something about their local community. And that's the true local, in my opinion. Next question comes from a long-time subscriber. He asks, can we get merch? Blake, you make a reference to the old logo on here, so that proves to me you've been around a while. I've seen your comments all the time. I appreciate the consistent viewership. Yeah, you remember the old logo. I had some shirts for sale a long time ago. This was back when there was only a couple hundred subscribers. Here's another comment that asks for some merchandise. So if you guys and gals are actually interested in purchasing, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, anything like that, let me know in the comments below and I can get some of that rolling. Now, the original logo was designed by one of the viewers, Turbo ATM. He made an awesome logo that was like a black and white of my face. It was almost like an icon image. It was really cool. But that was the old logo under the Mr. Myrtle title. Now that the channel is under the Myrtle Beach Things moniker, we can develop another logo. So, Blake, we'll look into it. Maybe I'll develop some merchandise and let you guys know about it. Riley asks, what's my favorite series that I have filmed? That one's easy. I really enjoyed the abandoned videos. Super interesting. The location would tell a story. It's almost like an investigation to see why things were the way they were. The only issue with the abandoned series, the documenting of these locations that are eventually going away, is that they're finite. There's only so many in the Myrtle Beach area, and this channel does focus on Myrtle Beach. So I'm not going to travel to find abandoned stuff. I'm going to focus on what's in my neighborhoods. So with that in mind, I've basically used up all the locations I could for that series, but in general, those were my favorite to make. Now, if I had to pick a second favorite, ones I can still make, it's definitely the historical videos, the then and nows, the flashbacks, things like that. That's one of the reasons I started doing these time travel videos with the older footage. Now, he goes on to ask about behind the scenes, Instagram, things like that. The reason I don't maintain a Facebook or an Instagram is because those are very time consuming, and this channel is just a hobby. I have a full-time job, full-time stuff going on. So it's just more time, more stuff to keep up with. So rather than spreading myself thin across multiple platforms, I'd rather just focus on the YouTube content. Beanpod asks, any chance you'll review Mike's Soul Shack? I will not be reviewing this restaurant specifically because a lot of you know I don't dig on swine, I don't eat red meat. But a lot of my friends do have very good things to say about Mike's Soul Food Shack, to the extent that I would highly recommend it based on people that I trust's food opinions. Chris has a good question that a lot of people ask me, not just on YouTube, but a lot of transplants from the Northeast that come down here. They say, hey man, where can I get some good, legit pizza? And I'm not talking chain pizza, I'm talking mom and pop. There's a couple of really good places in the area, but currently, what I would call my jam is Tofino's, which is in Market Common on the east end of Faro Parkway. That's toward the front gate or toward Highway 17 Business. It's a quaint little place. They've expanded over the years. They've got outdoor seating, indoor seating. Excellent pizza, in my opinion. So if you're not familiar with them, I'd say check them out. It's worth it. And for this question and answer session, Kenny has the last one. Doing a great job, man. How's your aquarium? My reef tank is doing very well. I will be posting an update on it. Some things have been changing and well, just wait on the update. Interesting things have been happening. Some duplicating and phantom fish. You'll see what I mean when I post it. So, with all those questions taken care of, we'll do this again in the near future. I'll present a Q&A video, and you guys can ask questions, and I'll answer them again. So, until that time, everybody, stay safe, take it easy, and I'll see you the next time we reconvene for a video. Later, everybody.